Alright, welcome to episode 3 of the cabin build. I just wanted to let you guys know that there's a link in the description. If you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, I'll leave a link to a playlist with both those in it, and this third one will be in it too, but enjoy the video. Alright, so it's about 10:30 on day 1 of week 3, and I think I've made a little bit of a change in plans again. I know I keep making changes in plans, but that's, I guess, how it works when you're building a cabin from scratch. But instead of having 12 foot by 12 foot, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring those in 1 foot, these in 1 foot, and those in 1 foot, and make it a 10 foot by 10 foot, so that the structure will be a little bit smaller, it'll be easier to warm, but it'll make it a lot easier to build. And I noticed these blocks are 16 inches to 15 inches long, so it's the same as the other ones I was thinking about getting. They're just a little bit thinner. So I might still use these ones, but for now, I'm going to make this 10 foot by 10 foot instead of 12 foot by 12 foot. Alright, so I got a 10 foot by 10 foot spot, filled with bricks. It's obviously very wonky and not very level, but I think I need to cut out of this side a little bit more and flatten this all out because it kind of bends to the side, as you can see. So it looks pretty cool though. I like seeing how it's gonna look because it's can't really imagine it too well in your brain until it's fully together. So I'm gonna try to level this all out now though. Alright, it took me a while, but I got one of these walls pretty level, pretty flattened out. But I'm a little bit confused because there's a gap right there, but that's 10 foot from there to there, and it's 10 foot from there to there, but there's no gaps in here, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I need to level out the rest of the walls. It's taken a little while because I had to move some dirt, pack it down, move some dirt again, pack it down, move some dirt again. It's over and over process, but I can't really time-lapse it because I'm using my tripod thing here to pack all the dirt down. So I'm just going to do some cuts like this and show you guys what I'm doing. Alrighty, so I got a second wall basically leveled out. As you can see, it's basically about the same height as that one. I took a lot of dirt. As you can see, there's a lot of packed dirt, but now I need to do this one. And the one behind me, I think the one behind me is going to be the hardest one because it's so weirdly shaped and kind of really off balance and stuff, but I'm getting it done. Alright, I got it pretty leveled out, but it's starting to rain really bad. It's really cold rain, actually, but I got to get all these electrical tools and stuff back into the building and out of the rain. Alright, so it's not that cold out here. I mean, not that cold. It's not that much rain happening right now, but it's enough that it's, feel it on your skin and stuff like that. It's very cold rain. I guess it's a cold November rain, like they say, but I got quite a lot done so far. It's only about noon, so I'm hoping it'll stop raining. If it stops raining, then I'll, get back to it and try to finish that back wall because I want to get this done as quickly as possible. I think what I'm going to do, the plan right now, is to finish this building right here, this 10 foot by 10 foot, before winter starts, if I can, which is in like 20-something days, I believe. And once I get that finished and I can, spend the winter in it, maybe do some camping nights in it. And then once it starts to warm up again and the ground unfreezes, then I think I'll work on the second building or the second room, whatever you want to call it. Because it's going to get very cold and it's pretty difficult to work out here in this super cold. I mean, you warm up a little bit, but not too much. So I'm going to try to get this done before winter starts, which is in, I think, 3 weeks or so. So we'll see if I can do it. All right, so we were kind of playing around with a potato cannon as we were waiting for the rain to stop. And I blew in the end of it because it caught on fire. And it burned my beard pretty bad and everything. So I think I might head home and shave my beard now. All right, so I shaved my beard, took a shower. Definitely feeling better. I would go back out, but it's getting pretty late, as you can see. It's getting a little bit dark, but I got a good amount done so far. I think tomorrow I'm going to try to get a lot done. I hope I can get the foundation done and then start putting logs on. Because once I start putting logs on, it's going to really start coming together that it's actually a log cabin. So I will see you guys tomorrow for that clip. Alrighty, it's about 11:42 right now, about noon. So yesterday I was able to get all these bricks put in place and pretty leveled out, enough that I think will work. But it started raining. It got really cold yesterday, and I obviously burned my face, so I had to shave my beard and my mustache. It's all gone. But it wasn't that bad. But today, I think I'm going to try to put in this wall and this wall and get it flattened out. And if I get it flattened out quick enough, then I might try to find some trees and stuff to cut down so that I can start making this log cabin. Alrighty, I got all the blocks 9 foot by 10 inches. I didn't do 10 foot because I wanted to hang over just a slight bit, and the bricks don't line up for 10 feet for some reason. So I'm going to try to get some logs. I'm not sure which size logs I'm going to use, but I'm going to get some logs so I can build this whole thing. Alright, I know I keep changing the plan, but I've decided to change the plan again. So I know I put all these bricks in place, but it ends up I didn't need to do that because I realized how much easier it would be. I don't know why I didn't even think about this. My mind was so set on a log cabin, but if I put beams from here that go up like, 12 foot tall, 8 foot tall, whatever, in each corner, and then put beams on the bottom, then I could just create a cabin that's really strong. But I didn't even think about it until right now. I'm gonna do that instead of doing it the really hard way of, getting all the logs. And all the logs, you're supposed to let them sit for like a year after you cut them down so that they can dry out and everything. But I think I'm just gonna do the beams. But I need to wait until I can talk to my dad, because he's the one who owns all the beams that are over there and over there. Because I think he'll let me use some of them, but I need to figure out which ones he'll let me use. So right now, I'm going to dig the holes for all the beams so that I can know where I need them. So it's still going to be 10 foot by 10 foot, but it will not be out of logs. It'll be out of beams and boards. Alrighty, I got this hole pretty deep. I think it's about 16 inches right now. I might have to go a little bit deeper. I don't know how deep I need to go, but I know I'll probably definitely need to make it wider. But I'm gonna work on the next one now. Alrighty, I got the second hole almost finished. I got that one done, so I think I'm gonna move to that corner, and then I'm gonna triangulate from that corner and this corner to that corner, so I know it's 10 foot from here and 10 foot from there, because I want it to be pretty almost exactly 10 foot each way. Alrighty, I got a third hole finished. Basically, I might need to go a little bit deeper on that, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do this one and triangulate from there and here so I know where 10 foot is. But I'm gonna time lapse that now. Alright, now that I have all 4 of the holes dug out, I might need to adjust them later when I put the poles in, but I think I'm going to put some cinder blocks over top of them. That way no rats or any bugs or anything falls in them and dies, because if it rains at all, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, then these might fill up with water, which I'm not too worried about because I can pretty easily change that. And I'll be putting concrete in it, so that needs water for concrete anyway. So I think I'm going to do that now, and it's getting pretty late. My phone is almost dead, so I think we're going to head home soon. Dayton's been working on his cabin all day. Pretty cool. Alrighty, I got cinder blocks over all 4 of the holes, as you can see. I'm going to start loading up the tools and head home, and I'm going to talk to my dad tonight about which beams I can use, because I think he might have a few of them set aside for a project or something, and I don't want to use the ones that he wants to use. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's about 4 o'clock now or so, something like that, so I'm going to head home. Alrighty, it's been 2 days since that last clip. Yesterday it was raining all day. As you see, it's a little bit wet out here, but I got approval for some beams. These are just a few of the beams I'm going to be moving. And I got some concrete, and I'm going to dig these holes that I tried to dig out the other day down 2.5 feet. And then I'm going to put a flat layer of concrete so that when they put the beam in there, it has a flat thing to lay on top of. So to make it a lot easier to work with. So I'm going to do that now. Oh, and yesterday I filmed me harvesting all my bucket potatoes. If you guys have been watching my shorts reels or short videos, that I made a series of making potatoes, and I harvested the ones in the buckets. That video will be coming out next Wednesday on the 10th of December, I think. So stay tuned for that video. Well, this could be a slight problem. The holes are completely filled with water, so I think I'll probably be able to move it with this, but if not, I might have to get like a bucket or something and try to get all this water out of here. Alrighty, so it's looking like it can only go about 2 feet down before I start hitting like super condensed clay. I noticed this one is the only one that had water in it. The other three, that one, and that one, didn't have any water in it. I think it's because the clay in here is so compacted that it actually can hold water. So I'm gonna go 2 feet down with this one. Obviously, with that one, and that one, I'm still gonna try to go down 30 inches or as far as I can if it hits 30 inches. And then I'm gonna put a concrete pad in each one of these to put the beams on top of. I got the hole pretty cleaned out. As you can see, it's pretty flat down there. I got some concrete and some water, and I'm gonna pour this pad. I don't know how much concrete I'm gonna need because I don't want to put too much in here and then not have enough room for the post. So I'm gonna put a little bit in at a time and add a little bit of water. I'm gonna try to film it with this, but we'll see if I can do that or not. Alrighty, I got a nice flat layer down there of concrete. Still got quite a lot of space in between there and the top, so we can put a beam in there. And we got only used about 1/3 of the bag of concrete, so I can use this bag for other holes too. So, but now I'm gonna start working on a different hole. All right, I don't think I'm gonna time lapse this hole or any of the other three because it's getting a little bit repetitive with all the time lapse, and it starts to be a little bit less video and more just a big old time lapse. So I'm going to bring a bunch of dirt out of here and try to get this down to 30 inches if I can. All right, I got this one about 2 foot or so. I'm gonna put some concrete in it, and then I'm gonna try working on the rest of them. The sun is almost gone, so I don't know how much daylight I have left. So I'm gonna try to get as much done as possible. All right, that's another hole with concrete in it. I think I have a little bit of concrete left right here that I can put in this hole. So I'm gonna have to dig that one out, and then we'll see if I have enough time to put in that one, because I would like to finish these all today so that they can dry out overnight and maybe tomorrow so that they are nice and strong. So I'm gonna dig this one out now. Alrighty, I got this hole dug. I'm gonna put some concrete in it. I might have to open a new bag because we're almost out of concrete, but I got 3 more. So once I'm done this one, I'm gonna finish that one. Looks like I might have just enough light to be able to finish all these pads today. All right, that's the whole 3rd hole flattened out and we're ready. And now I'm just gonna finish this last one before the sun comes down, and we're gonna head home and let these dry out. And then I'll be able to put the beams in place. I need to put 2 beams, one right there in the middle, one right here in the middle. But I think I'm gonna wait until I get these beams in so I can line them up a lot easier, so that I have those 2 beams are going to basically support the roof that's going to be in the middle. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna head home. All right, I finally got the 4th hole finished. I need to put concrete and stuff in it first, but there was some giant rocks in it, so that's why it took a little bit longer. The sun is just about gone. I need to put the concrete in here and then start cleaning up the tools and get ready to go. I think Sparky's ready to go. You ready to go, boy? Big's camera shy. We're cinematic. All right, that's the 4th hole finished. All 4 of the holes now have a concrete pad in the bottom. And once it's dried out, we'll put a pole or a big beam in each one of the holes upright, and then put concrete around the beams, obviously. But sun's almost gone, so I think I'm gonna start cleaning up and head home for the day. Before I go home, though, I need to unload these beams and this door. I think this door will be a screen-in door for my, obviously, door. But I think I'm gonna put the beams and stuff right here. I gotta pull the truck forward a little bit, though. Alrighty, so no working on the cabin today. It snowed a bunch. It's the first snow of the season. You having fun, Sparky, out here in the snow? This is actually really cool. I like these trees over here whenever they get snow on them. They look like I'm like in the middle of the forest or something. But I will be working on the cabin next week, I guess. Alrighty, I just came out here to check on the thing. As you can see, we got a lot of snow out here. Actually, we got a lot more than at the house. But these seem to be pretty flat and pretty dried out. Obviously, they got, you know, wet like mud and stuff in there, but they seem to have cured pretty well. Yesterday, hold on, let me flip the camera so you guys can see me. Like I was saying, yesterday I had to take a family friend to the hospital just as like a appointment. It wasn't anything like an emergency or anything. But then I had to pick up my brother from work, and I had to watch the little guys because my parents and all that were out, so I had to watch them. So I didn't have any time to come out here and work yesterday, but if I did, I would have come out and put a beam into one of these holes. But I think next week I'm going to try to get some beams in place. And once I get the 4 beams in place, then I'll have to get some beams and notch them into the side of the thing as I'm going to do. Because that makes them a lot stronger, is if I notch them into the side of the beams. And then I guess I'll see if it's still snow on the ground and super wet. If it is, then I might not be able to put in the beams yet. But if it does dry out over the weekend or whatever, then I will come out here and I'll put in some beams so that we can finally have a structure. Because right now, all we've done is foundation, basically. All we've done is foundation work for the past like 3 weeks. So it'd be really cool to see an actual structure in place. So I'm gonna probably head home soon after I play out here in the snow a little while, because, you know, I love snow. This is like the earliest we've gotten snow in a long time. Usually it doesn't snow until like January. It's December 5th right now, December 4th, something like that. Super early to get snow, so. But I will see you guys next week on probably Sunday. Yeah, Sunday every week. So I'll see you then. Bye. If you guys like that video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That way you can see all the rest of the videos that are coming out soon. I have got a lot of progress to do, but I think we're going to do it pretty quickly.